Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. We had started chapter 5 quadratic equations, and in the last class we had studied how to solve a quadratic equation using factorization by splitting middle term, and then we applied zero product rule. I hope you are doing your assignments on a regular basis. So before we move on to today's topic, I would like you to solve one question using factorization by splitting middle term. So everyone's ready? Let's get started. So this is the question that I want you to solve. As you can see, this has already been arranged in the standard form. So let's try to split middle term. That means I have to split this term. So as sum I need plus 5, and as product I need minus 9 into 3 minus 27. Now try to make pairs. Is there any possibility where the sum we will get as plus 5 and the product will be minus 27? No. In such cases we cannot solve it by splitting middle term. So I need to solve it by using the formula. So there are only two ways of solving a quadratic equation. One that we had already completed by factorization, and if factorization is not possible due to some reason, in that case we are going to use formula. So the steps for the formula again. First we have to convert the following quadratic equation in the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. That means first of all we will have a highest power term, then term of power 1, and then a constant term, and on right hand side it is always going to be 0. Then on the coefficients a, b and c we are going to apply this formula. Now how to use that formula? What is the meaning of this sign? This means x is equals to minus b plus b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and the other formula is minus b minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. That means at this place one value we will get by adding and the other value we will get by subtracting. So ultimately we will get two values, because again quadratic equation will always going to have two answers, or as we can say two roots. So let's complete that question. So the same question we are solving now. This is equals to 0, and the question is solve and give your answer correct to two decimal places. Okay, now if you have observed the given formulas, you can see b square minus 4ac. Do you remember what it is? Yes, the formula of discriminant was b square minus 4ac, that we had done to check the nature of the roots, whether the roots are real and equal, real and unequal, or imaginary. Okay, so the formula we can do it this way: plus minus under root d upon 2a. So at this place I have written d, nothing else. Okay, why I told you this? Because solving discriminant separately will help you a lot. So let's find out discriminant. Standard form, the value of a is 3, b is 5 and c is minus 9 with the respective sign. So let's first solve the discriminant. B square minus 4ac, where b is 5 square minus 4 into A into C. When you will solve it, you will get 133. So if I want you to tell me the nature of the roots are going to be real and equal or unequal. When discriminant is greater than 0, in that case the roots are real and unequal. That means whatever answers I am going to get in the end, both the answers will be different from each other and real numbers. That means it may be decimal, it may be fractional, integral, any number. Alright, now the formula is minus b plus root d upon 2a, and the other one is minus b minus root d upon 2a. Minus b, minus 5 plus under root 133 upon 2 into 3, and the other value minus 5 minus under root 133 upon 2 into 3. Hereby actually applying long division, you will get root 133 equals to 11.533. See, I have found till 3 places of decimal because the question says give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So I had to find 1 extra place. And so you also have to find 1 extra place every time. Let's continue. Now everyone knows how to solve this. When you will do proper calculations, first value you will get 1.089, and the other value you will get minus 2.756. Now if you remember, the question was give your answer correct to 2 decimal places, and these are 3. So I need to do the round off. This will become 1.09. The last, if it is greater than 5 or equal to 5, we remove this and 1 added here. So in place of 8, we have written 9. So again last is 6, which is greater than 5. So I will add 1 digit here, minus 2.76. So the two answers of X are 1.09 and minus 2.76. This is question number 1, 8th part. This is a quadratic equation, maximum power 2, not arranged in the standard form. So first we need to convert in the standard form. Also they are saying solve each of the following using formula. And since they have mentioned that you have to use the formula, so in this case you are not going to factorize it. Even if it is possible, you will not factorize this question. We have to use the formula. So step number 1, let's convert it into the standard form. So finding LCM is the best way, I think. 15 will be the LCM of 15 and 3. In the numerator, here it will be x squared and 25. 2 by 3 x. Cross multiplying, solving, the standard form finally you are going to get is this. So now value of A is 1. As you can see, there is no coefficient, so by default it will be 1. B is minus 10 and C is 25 plus 25. Let us first find discriminant. B square minus 4AC. Solving the discriminant, B is minus 10 minus 4 into the value of A into value of C. This will be plus 100 and this will be minus 100. So the discriminant is 0. So now if you remember the nature of the root when the discriminant is equal to 0, yes, you're right, the nature is real and equal. So whichever answers you are going to get, they will be same for sure. Okay, next let's move on to the formula of finding the value of x. Minus b plus root d upon 2a, and the second one minus b minus d upon 2a. One time plus, one time minus, rest the formula is same. Let us substitute the value b minus 10. So minus of minus 10. Be careful with the signs here. Plus root 0 will be 0 upon 2 into 1. Here also minus of minus sign, and the value of b is also negative. Minus again 0 upon 2 into 1. Now when you will solve this, plus 10 plus 0 upon 2, this is also plus 10 minus 0 upon 2. So this value is actually 10 by 2, which is 5, and this whole value is also 10 by 2, which is 5. So as we had discussed, the nature was real numbers, correct, and the roots have to be equal. That means the values should be same. So here are the answers. The value is same. Both are 5. Observe the question again. As you can see, in this step, we could have splitted the middle term, this and this. But since the question says, use the formula to solve for the value of x, so we had to do all this procedure. Now let's try the next question. So this is your next question, 11th part of question number 1. Again, solve using the formula. So we will not use factorization at all. This is in the standard form, is it? No, this is not. So first we will convert by cross multiplying. 2x plus 3 multiplied with x plus 2, and these both will be multiplied. I hope you know how to multiply the binomials. By multiplying and simplifying, you will get final equation to be x square minus 6. Do not just copy the equation, solve it. There are many steps which I want you to write properly. Okay, now in this case, is it in the standard form now? Yes, it is. It is somewhat like this: x square plus 0x minus 6. Constant term, highest power term, and in the middle, term of power 1 with the coefficient 0. So ultimately it will become this. So here a is 1 by default, b is 0, and c is minus 6. So now you can find discriminant and then apply the formula and find out the value of x yourself. The final answers here are under root 6 and under root minus 6. Now here I want you to know that why I have not solved this under root, because in the question they are not asking us to solve up to which decimal place. So I am leaving my answer in the roots only. When they will ask me to solve it in some 2 decimal places or 3 decimal places, in that case I will solve it up to some decimal places. Otherwise I am leaving my answer in the roots only. Kindly complete this question formula wise. So the next question is question 5th, first part of your textbook, exercise 5D, x raised to the power 4 minus 2x square minus 3 equal to 0. They have written only solve for x. They have not mentioned the way how to solve, either by factorization or by formula. That is up to us. Okay, now as you can see, the maximum power here is 4. And as you know, power 4 equations are not quadratic equations. But still, this equation can be converted into quadratic equations. Let's see how. The concept here is equations reducible to quadratic equations. So I'm going to reduce it to an equation of power 2. Only then I can apply the ways which we have learned in this chapter. Okay. So if I let, what about this? 2x square minus 3 equal to 0. This will again become x4, 2x square, and so now let x square equals to some variable, say y. So in the place of x square I will substitute y. Y square minus 2, this whole is y minus 3. So now this is a quadratic equation, that too in the standard form. Now first step, I want you to solve it by factorization by splitting middle term. Try to find out factors. That is, the sum should be minus 2 and the product should be minus 3. Does the pair exist? Yes, it is. Minus 3y plus y minus 3 equal to 0. Before we proceed, let's check. Minus 3y plus y will give me this middle term, and the product minus 3 into plus 1 is minus 3. Correct? So now grouping y minus 3. Here nothing is common, so I will take plus 1. Y minus 3. Since both the brackets are same, that means it is correct. Y minus 3, y plus 1. And now according to the zero product rule, value of y is, or we can say y minus 3 to be 0 or y plus 1 to be 0. So value of y here is 3 and value of y here is minus 1. But the task actually was solve for x. So now we will substitute the value again in this. X square equals to y, that is 3 in this case, and x square equals to minus 1 in this case. So here I can directly get x equals to plus minus under root 3, and here x equal to plus minus under root minus 1. And as you can see, under the root negative number I cannot put, so this case will be invalid because here the roots are imaginary and we are not expected to solve after this. So final answer, that is the two values of x, are plus under root 3 and minus under root 3. The two values, two roots of the given quadratic equation were these. Question number 6, first part, last type of question for today. Now as you can observe, both the bracket contains the same expression, and again they are saying solve for x. They are not mentioning the method here, so it's up to us. So first of all, let's make this question a bit easier. Let this bracket expression be some easy variable, say a. Variable you can choose on your own. So this becomes a square plus 5a plus 4. Now quickly split middle term. Now after middle term splitting, you must have got a plus 1 and a plus 4 equals to 0, and by 0 product rule I will get a equals to minus 1 and a equals to minus 4. Now again task was to solve for x, not for a. So I will substitute the values one by one here. Let's separate this. When a is minus 1, this will become x square minus x equal to minus 1, and the second part will become x square minus x equal to the other value of this will be minus 4. Now I have two quadratic equations. First I will convert in the standard form, highest power term lower, and when I will shift this here, this will become plus 1 equal to 0. As you can see, right hand side I only need 0, and here x square minus x plus 4 equal to 0. Now these two equations you have to solve either by formula if possible. If here middle term splitting is possible, well and good. If not possible, then apply formula of discriminant and then actual formulas minus b plus minus under root d upon 2a. I suggest if possible middle term splitting, then do factorization only to avoid any mistake in the signs here. But the questions in which middle term factorization is not possible, go for the formula. So I will tell you here the final answers, all the solution of A part and B part. Solve it. Okay, so if you have solved, you must have got D in this case to be minus 3, which you can say is less than 0. So the roots are imaginary and you are not expected to solve it further. And discriminant in second case, if you have solved, it is minus 15. Again, it is less than 0. Imaginary roots, so needs no solution for class 10th. So the question becomes easier in this case. So in the end you will write, hence the roots are not real. Roots are imaginary. But if in such case where d is greater than or equal to 0, there you need to go for the formula. Is that clear? Now let's move on to your assignment. This is your next assignment, exercise 5D. The questions which I have marked with the pencil, only those questions you have to do, and read the question carefully. Solve each of the following equations using the formula. So here you cannot solve by middle term splitting. Even if middle term splitting is possible, do not use that way. Use only the formula. And since they are asking us to solve only, so you can leave your answer in roots. Alright. Next, question number 2. Solve each of the following equations and give in each case your answer correct to 1 decimal place. Here they are mentioning the places of decimal. So you need to find up to 2 decimal places in the beginning. And then you will round off your answer up to 1 decimal place as asked in the question. Is it clear? That's the rule. We always find 1 extra place of decimal and then we generally round off. Question number 3. Give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So initially you will find 3 decimal place. And in the end, round off to 2 places. So since the calculations are long here, so I want you to solve only one part of this and two parts of these. Then the next question, that this I have already done in the video, kindly do that also, then only you will get to know this. Here also we have power 4. So we will convert it like this: x square whole square minus 10x whole square plus 9 equal to 0. So now we will let x square equal to y or some variable of your choice. Then this first part also I have solved. Second, I want you to solve, see the brackets are same. So this part also I have covered in the video. 7th you can leave for now. Then 8th and 9th. Write your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So solve till 3 and then convert to 2. Here 3 significant figures. So I hope the task is clear to you. Also you can match your answers and ask if you have any doubt. Thank you.